So we continue. So last time, okay, as you guys are, what are you guys doing throughout the night?
I will most likely be. God, I cannot sleep in my armor either. It's the sad part.
Well, I'm staying in the front room, sort of play.
Alright, so I'm going to go to sleep and I take off my split mail, I pull my greatsword off my back, put that on the rack, pull my halberd off my back, put that on the rack, pull off my maul, put that on the rack, take my javelins off, I put that on the rack, and I take out my great longsword.
Cinder will probably go out to the front of the tavern and just sit and look up at the sky. Or
I want to see if the person who passed out wet themselves.
Oh, they totally did.
Agro's pretty much going to be playing bodyguard for Cinder till she goes to sleep.
So okay, so
And then I'm gonna be up for a few hours too, looking for signs of the night hag.
okay.
Alright, the only item I'm keeping on myself is the engraved longsword at the moment.
Okay, girls, I
You're
messaged.
going to friggin' sleep with that thing?
Girls, I messaged you on Skype. I need you to tell me which one. And I'm talking about the player characters, by the way.
That doesn't sound good. I feel like
messages from you, dude.
Huh?
I don't have any messages from you.
On Skype?
Yeah.
You checking this? The one you're in call with? I just messaged you.
Oh, alright, there we go.
well, right as you said that, you're sending a message. I got a message, but it was from another friend. Like, wait, what? Which it took me a second to realize this wasn't from you.
Yeah.
Mostly I was confused because it was in German.
Like, when did you learn to speak
oh.
German?
Yes, I was very perplexed. And I was wondering why you were asking about Apocalypse World and then WhatsApp. Like, what?
Okay.
By the way, once I'm done my
Okay,
regular...
so this is kind of what I'm figuring. So I'm gonna roll a d2, and it'll be between two of you, and I might just make it a little more interesting. So, or I don't got a good corpse here, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 through 3 is one person, 4 through 6 is someone else. So the question is, Mick, what's your what do you want, high or low?
Hi.
And aggro, you get low.
I am so worried.
So as midnight comes around, it is officially your birthday. And I'm gonna say most people are in bed by this point, right?
Wonderful.
Except
I'm gonna
me.
increase my character's age by 1.
By the way, I'm sleeping holding my longsword.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Someone's gonna have to bunk beds with someone else. So your sisters are going to have their own room.
I'll probably bunk beds with Calamity, that's fine.
Okay. If Calamity's okay with that. Calamity?
Why not me and Cinder?
Oh yeah. Have the girls share a bed. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Works.
You ain't getting laid tonight, bro.
Besides,
He's a lawful
we
good
like to braid each other's hair anyways. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear us gossiping about this and that and braiding each other's hair.
Okay.
I was an awful good paladin, there's no way that was gonna happen
Yeah,
anyway.
it was. There ain't no such rules against.
Would you
sleeping-
like me to read out the 3.5 Book of Erotic Fantasy
Stop it now!
thing about
We're not
lawful
doing the
good?
Book of Erotic Fantasy.
What is your current? Hey,
You
aggro,
bloody linked
aggro,
that book to me.
aggro.
You just got
What?
cock blocked, I'm sorry.
Some doctor or someone's like, what is your current method of birth control? Your reply is gay. Are you interested in any different method? No.
Okay. Aggro, do you see what's going on here? Ignore the anonymous
Yes,
Mr. B.
I do, and I'm very worried.
So
There's
all
a
of sudden-
faceless man and a half-dragon.
Well, ignore the faceless man. So
Is it Sunday Max?
you see Lady Mira reappear in front of you. And she kind of just looks at you.
He's gonna be rather calm, but sort of perplexed at the same time. Like,
I sensed something was amiss. I came to visit you, as the others have been asleep.
Well, there
Has been some time.
have been strange tidings recently. We've
We've what? Oh, did you DC?
and I just realized Skype cut out as I was saying that. Dang it!
Okay. So basically, just
Can you go back about 10 seconds?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm listening in on this, by the way, because like I said, my character isn't asleep yet.
Okay, roll a perception.
Perception, alright.
Yeah. If you're listening in, roll perception. You have disadvantage. Okay, so you got an 8. Because you're just too far away, and there's still some commotion going on outside.
Even though he's like right next door.
No, you're not. I'll tell you
Yes,
straight
okay,
up.
what my man?
Okay, so okay, here's where you are, right? Okay, so.
Oh,
This
okay,
is where
yeah,
his
yeah.
room
I
is.
saw the person passing by, but that must have just been, yeah.
Yeah. So you're way too far away from his room to hear him.
Okay, yeah, then I wouldn't have even tried if I knew that I was that far away.
Okay. So you ladies are up in your room, and so basically you guys are she's going to chit chat with you. She's just like, have you seen anything weird going on back when I first arrived?
Besides the harpies and the wolves and the kobolds impersonating wolves to murder people,
Owlbear.
and the owlbear.
She's just like, oh, so
And night.
nothing involving fire or the like?
Fire. Would I know either of the dreams the night hag gave you lot?
She's talking more about when she first arrived.
No.
Our first shindig. When?
I don't think there's anything related to fire. Was there?
Maybe magic, she says, looking at you?
Hmm.
Maybe items of some questionable origin?
I'm mentally now, in real life, going for a list of magical items. I can't think of anything related to fire on this adventure.
Well, you do know I am a dragon sorcerer, right? Do you know?
I guess that much just from her appearance.
Yes.
Or, in this case, your.
Yeah, so she's just like, sad. Well, I sensed something great and powerful had happened, and I was so hoping maybe you could inform me. But she quickly realizes you're bored of this, and so she's just like, so throughout the night, I'm not going to actually do this, but she'll do this. She's going to end up just chatting with you throughout the night, finding out it's your birthday, and she'll just talk to you for a while. And
Alright.
she makes obvious signs of interest by her already barely covered body. She exposes slightly more of it. And she's just revealing herself. She's obviously very flirtatious towards you. She isn't
Now I'm
charming.
kind of questioning why this is exactly. What have I done to get her interest?
She's just, and so she'll, as you guys, and this is just happening throughout the night as you guys are
And
talking.
Mr. Faceless Man over there is just watching.
Mr. Faceless
Or
Man,
is that-
ignore the
Wait,
man behind
is-
the veil. Ignore the man behind
Hold
the
on,
veil.
I just figured out why he's here. The shadows work on you as well, so you need a token to be able to actually see this, correct?
No, they don't work on me, but they work. But the shadows unfortunately hinder my recording site, and this is how I'm recording shit. So I have to.
Alright.
So I have to use the anonymous Mr. V to see.
You
shit.
should literally just, like, remove that face and just put an audience there.
I so should.
Would you
That'd
like to
be
take a
fucking
break
brilliant.
and just do that real quick? It'll take like 10 seconds.
No, it's fine. We'll do it another
Alright.
time.
Back to the
anonymous
why
Mr. V.
interested in me thing.
Okay, so she's made it apparent, as you've explained. You know, she'll basically for the next few hours, as you're trying to get some sleep, she's not really letting you. You kind of just are discussing, and she has your just fullest attention, looking at her. By the way, if I haven't said it, she is literally the perfect specimen. She's like her body is perfectly aligned, her perfectly toned, you know, perfect hip to waist ratio. strong, muscular, and, well, voluptuous in every way, shape, or form. She is beautiful beyond comparison, and you've talked
And she's
to...
also his sister.
Dun dun dun! No, that's not the case here. But, she is interested in... She just seems to be talking a bit about... you seem to have talked about your noble origins and how you maybe have had meetings with magics in the past and how you were interested in, now you've kind of taken an interest in storms and such. And so she's just obviously interested in your progression of power, and she's more or less interested in you because you're getting strong and you're a very powerful caster or a very powerful adventurer at this point. She doesn't make any forward advances or doesn't make any obvious signs that she's going to sleep with you. She's just obviously making herself look more appealing.
Okay, I was about to ask, but like, is that what she's going for here?
It's just like a, yeah, you know she's a powerful caster as well. And she's just obviously making herself more appealing to you. But she doesn't make any obvious gestures that, come fuck me.
Part of me feels the need to play out my characters as quoted in the book, insatiable desire for carnal pleasure and roll persuasion, but then the roleplay part of me is like, don't be a dick.
Daylight.
No, dude, if it's your character, fucking do what you gotta do to be in character, dude.
Yep. Alright. And let me think of a clever alternate word for sex that sounds very artsy.
Seduce.
If she'd be interested in
Hey.
activities of a more carnal nature.
Perfect, okay. Roll persuasion. Give yourself
fuck me
advantage. Give yourself advantage.
18.
So, just like, potentially. There's potential for such things. So, I'll just tell you straight up, she can overpower you, and as soon as you
Oh yeah,
mention it,
I'm
she's-
imagining
boom!
she could pretty much kill me without any effort.
No, she's basically just on you. She's on you like white on rice, bro, just...
No.
Dum, dum, dum,
I like how the guy just vanished like, okay, we don't
and
need
so
to
we
do this.
And so we black screen. Okay, next morning, all of you wake up. You find yourselves back in the tavern proper, and here I'll reveal everything for you. Now that's no longer light. I don't need dynamic lighting on.
And I'm assuming whatever health I was missing, I regained with my rest.
Yes, all of you gain.
Oh yeah, nobody actually told Macty about what happened with
The dragon lady.
Yeah.
Nope. So all of you find yourself awake in the morning. So if you could all move yourself right here, that'd be just
Will do.
grand.
Come on.
So as you guys all kind of awaken, and you all see your group reconvening.
I seem to still strangely be bound by shadows even though they aren't appearing.
Oh yes, you can't. Yeah, you can't pass through shit that's not there. I kind of enforce
Yeah.
that. You see, Agro has this strange dragon lady attached to his hip.
Aggro? What is this?
You reckon?
Why did we gain an extra party member overnight?
And so you see right away. Actually, all of you see this. Oh shit! It's the lady who came and saved all your lives way earlier during the harpy thing, or she got the final strike in on the harpy. And so all of a sudden, you see girls, all the girls. You see his two sisters are next to you. Like, oh my god, who is she? Like, goblin.
And I'm pretty much gonna tell her most of what I know besides the stuff that she wouldn't want shared about her.
Alright, so she's a dragon.
Pretty much how we
sorcer-
met, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so she's a dragon sorceress, yeah. So, Calamity, Cinder, you're being talked.
Yes?
You're being talked to by the sisters. Like, who the hell is she, and why the hell is she on his arm?
Cinder just puffs and like, I don't know. Then she goes out the door.
Oh, sad.
She's gonna kind of walk over to Aggro and kind of puff herself up, shaking him over, punching him in the shoulder, and rushing after Cinder. Cinder, wait up!
And the sisters are gonna follow you, like, fucking ew. But you do see that the human is totally jealous, and it's just like, damn, she's hot.
Oh shit, she's hot.
Just no fun.
This is amusing to me.
Thank you. So,
I'm an orc. My perception of beauty is different from the rest of yours.
half orc. I was half tempted to have this, have the dragon lady seduce you, if that makes you feel better.
You're just-
I don't think it would have worked. Half
Okay.
Tumblr, Jesus Christ.
So that happens. Lander. Jolts.
Jolts?
Probably muted, aren't you?
Jolts, check your mute button. If you didn't pass out.
No, I'm here. I'm checking my mute button. Apparently I wasn't muted. Anyone hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hi?
No one can hear you.
You're very
Yeah,
quiet,
sorry
but I
about
hear you.
this.
Okay, so Lander, you see Aggro has the dragon lady on his hip attached, and she's basically, she doesn't seem overly affectionate, but she is making it a point that dibs.
I look very confused by this and say, what happened last night?
Oh, by the way, Calamity, the three retainers are just pissed off as they're outside bathing themselves because they pissed themselves last night.
She's gonna point it out to Cinder and giggle a bit, like, sure, that will make you feel better. Let's go prank people today.
Cinder just laughs, like, yeah, let's go do it. Let's go do it.
And now I just pretty much thought of the most artsy way of saying we had sex. We had a
No, you
intimate
had
discussion.
a fruitless.
We had an intimate alteration.
No, there's a way I like fruitless
Mine was
copulation for mutual pleasure. There's
satisfaction.
for mutual sense.
Right.
And the paladin, and you see the glowing blue eyes go from wide open to both like squinting. That says, "You two had sex, didn't you?"
Yeah, fucked, didn't you?
Oh my god.
I may be a lawful good paladin,
That's
but I'm
where
just
the
like a regular guy.
point, I think.
And he's just sort of gonna smirk. Well, that's the truth. I will not lie.
That's just priceless. Okay, so you guys
And
all
then
that was
he
good.
says, we don't
Mental
need
high
you
five.
creating more obligations for you to keep.
Oh shit. So
I look over at him and say, "I wouldn't worry about that. I've seen her fight. She's actually bailed us out and saved our lives once."
I'm not talking about her, I'm talking about when the kid arrives.
You see,
Captain, internet high five.
High five.
you see, that's assuming I entered that port.
Like she would let you do it.
Oh,
Like she would let you do it any other way, jackass.
This is getting to a point where it might get the video flagged on YouTube.
I'm gonna edit this out.
It's just like there's like a 10-minute blank, and then just a message like, "You do not want to see this 10 minutes of footage." Trust me.
just like a freaking like. Interrupt this program.
And no-
Sorry,
Or like there's just like the censoring noise, and then just 10
Yeah.
minutes of just a panda.
So I just
Fucking do the Katawa Shoujo thing of just like the sizzling shrimp.
So Landon just face palms before his glowing eyes, like left the crying, saying, "I'm gonna go find Calamity."
So everyone's going to leave at this point. So I'm just going to say the Dragon Lady doesn't really follow you, Aggro, as she tells you to leave. She seems to be wearing the pants as your friends leave. She's like, "Why don't you go help them?" And if you protest, she says, "You should go help them."
Yeah. He's just smirking over it. He's just gonna smirk and walk off then.
In other words, you're the one that got seduced. You're not the seducer.
Like she,
In this circumstance, I really don't mind.
like obviously the Dragon Lady had way more control, but she didn't have to put in nearly as much effort as she thought she would. I do love how fucking Mick T fucking figured that shit out real quick though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, I smell the scent on you.
I think my character's just like, you had sex, didn't you?
Yep. Anyway, so let us.
I just
So
mental
what
high
is our
five for
first
Bravo, since-
order of business? As you guys are all outside the tavern, and you see there's a number of people just walking about now.
First, cheering freaking Cinder up. We're gonna go prank people.
So is Cinder obviously? Is Cinder kind of like she's not
No, she
really
just looks very passive right now. Just like you can't tell what's going on.
okay. So no one can tell that she's obviously
Here's the
kind of like. No one can really tell she's like
she's not
jealous.
like or pouting. She's just like stone face.
Okay, so no one can tell that she's jealous. Okay, or trying to tell no one can tell she's jealous.
I'm going to follow the girls. With my javelins, my halberd, my maul, my greatsword, my
How the hell are you
longsword.
How are you carrying all this shit, by the way?
I have not gone to my heavy encumbrance yet.
Yeah, but how are you carrying it?
Didn't you give
I
him a
have,
magical item bag?
My maul and my halberd are both strapped onto my back. My greatsword is strapped in the very middle. My longsword is at my hip, and my javelins are at my other hip.
I can't
Wait,
really feel like this would
javelins
be-
are kind of long. Shouldn't you put your javelin in your back instead of?
Oh no,
the
actually,
sword?
javelins aren't that long.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he can. wear
Javelin's
them.
probably about a meter and
They're
a quarter.
they're about as long
Huh.
as his longsword. So I mean,
All right.
Also, didn't you give a magical bag of weapon holding?
yes, I did.
Oh yeah, so then most of the weapons are just in that.
Yeah,
Was
he
it
has
like
like a
6
little
great weapon,
purpose
8
like
normal
that.
weapon,
Holds
that's right,
everything.
18 normal weapon, 30 javelins, and like nearly infinite arrows?
Nearly infinite. Yes. So
I still like wearing them like all out on myself instead of putting them in the bag though.
yeah, I'll tell you right now, you're gonna have disadvantage, like an even bigger disadvantage when it comes down to fighting in small spaces. Oh man, this is going great, man.
I already get penalties for those by default though.
Yeah, you're gonna have bigger ones. Shut up.
You can't impose more than.
Shush! Shush! I'll make them. Okay. You have disadvantage on disadvantage rolls.
You just have a disadvantage and all your rolls are minus X.
Like,
I don't know, something like that. So you guys are kind of walking through the, walking around, and you're pranking people. You splash water on people randomly. Make oogie boogie noises everywhere. Fucking people are like, ah!
And Lander's just following behind.
Sir, can I interest you in our Lord and Savior? Our Lady and Savior, both.
Oh my god. So, okay. So you guys end up cheering yourselves up a little bit somehow. I need to know, though, what are you going to do about said murder mystery, or what are you going to do about anything? What do you want to do? Or how do you plan on pranking people?
Do we see anyone with a very large coin purse?
Oh, trust me, that one chick is all over it. Yes, you see a noble randomly walking by.
Just like, I don't know, she'll go over to her, like, make that person run into me, then I will accuse him of something and we'll get their coins.
Okay, so she kind of just, like, shoves the dude in the, she's quite a talented pickpocket, so she picks the pocket and, yeah, and he bumps into you and everything. Bump.
Like, what the hell, dude? Keep your hands off.
I'm sorry, elf,
Yeah, watch it.
Then she goes to, like, puts a hand on her coin purse that is somehow not there. And it's just like, you took my purse.
What?
Why?
No, I
Give it back. Now.
didn't. I swear, and all of a sudden the guards start jumping
dare
out for
you.
sure. And so he's just like, no, I swear, I'm innocent. I don't know. And so he runs.
And then
Stop him! He has my coin purse.
Guards chase after him. And so the lady, and so you see, dear Agro's sister shows up and hands you the coin purse, like, Oh yes, me being a thief is such a bad thing. She looks over at Calamity.
I was wrong. It comes in handy sometimes. You'll have to teach me a few moves.
And
Okay.
I'm just standing there with the
And,
most stone face look on my face, like,
She is neutral.
So as you guys go,
Not out of control. I need to set a building on fire here soon, or do something that's not good.
well, you don't
Just
have
like-
you don't have to be neutral. You don't have to be neutral.
Neutral can literally just be in it for your own gain.
Yeah, you could.
Pretty
It's borderline
She's
insanity.
I'm just pretty
Lightsaber
much
life,
trailing
lightsaber
along
life.
with a guilty look on my face.
Of course you are. I mean, you just slept with the dragon lady.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, aggro, Cinder will approach you to give you a hug, but she'll also take that little like leather charm thing off your wrist. Then open up her breastplate armor and drop it into her back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your boobs are just like extra dimensional space.
I just want to see somebody nearby.
Just literally just grins at you, wild eye, and like slowly opens up the chest piece and even slowly.
I want to see one of like the nearby people that sees this comment on it.
Well,
Oh yeah, no. She looks over to Lander, like, give me one of your javelins.
Lander, hand you it. Lander pulls out one of his javelins and hands it over.
Oh god.
And zoink, it falls down.
everyone is very impressed by this.
Oh god.
The magical disappearing breasts.
You get 19 invitations to join the crew of different brothels.
And Lander just raises an eyebrow and says, "Disappearing breasts of holding."
Guys, okay, we're still off topic.
Face bombs.
Cinder's gonna be like, who wants to see something disappear? Here, bring me what you have and I'll make it disappear as well.
So a dude approaches and just drops his pants. So
And then I walk up to him with a menacing face and scare him away.
okay, roll an intimidate.
Something that's detachable, please.
Oh!
What'd you say?
See if we can get a few gold coins or anything. Just
Yeah,
like,
so people hand you a couple of copper. Okay, so anyway, at this time, so you guys end up having some fun with some people and stealing some gold, and I'll say you guys get
Hold on a
about
second.
10 gold in a total.
By the way, I want to look at Cinder and say, "Can I have my javelin back?"
you have to grab it. Walks off.
Yeah.
Looks like fun. Or she can grab it.
Uh,
Little chest.
I just look over at Calamity. He's like, "If you want to get it, you can. Otherwise, she can keep it."
Look at what?
One of Lander's javelins was taken by Cinder and thrown down her, between her breasts where her bag of holding is.
Just stares her dead in the face and does it anyway. And just stares her straight in the frickin' eyes anyway, just the entire time. Just that
So
most
finally,
awkward
at the end of
stare.
this insanity, you guys see a giant poof thing of webbing hold you all down. Like, what the fuck are you doing? As poor, as Felicia's even laughing her ass off, as her sister just threw down a webbing to hold you all there. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Calamity's hand is stuck in my breast.
My hands stuck in her fucking cleavage.
Wait, am I grabbed too?
Yes, all of you are grabbed as Melinda is quite pissed off about all this. What the fuck? We're trying to help some people who are dealing with kidnappings and murders, and you're
He's
over
just-
here fondling each other. Knock it off!
Aggro's food just like turn around and he's just like,
Kinda
no.
can't stop now.
I wasn't doing anything, Lander says.
And so, no, she's obviously not talking to you, Lander, but she's obviously very pissed off. And you're fucking anyone who walks. What the hell? Okay,
Me?
and by the way, she sounds slightly quieter than normal, so you can hear she's yelling, but it sounds like she's talking in a regular voice.
I'm going to use the engraved longsword and cut free the webbing, hopefully.
Okay, whatever. She
Yeah,
lets
so I
you
at
go.
least
She's just
stand
like,
up.
look, we have to help these people. There's obviously people dying.
So what exactly is going on right now?
your sister's bitching everyone out for fondling each other and doing shit like this.
Okay, pretty much aggro. He's just bleeding rather profusely from his nose.
And I just sigh a bit and say, "You were supposed to speak with the assistant today, remember?"
Yes. Finally, someone with some sense. Can we please help these people? Please?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, and she
He's having an
she
awful hard
grabs
time
you.
speaking.
She uses her
And
she
some of
uses her
the
fingers
families
and
know that stands up.
okay. She takes two of her fingers and hooks your nose and makes you follow her. Aggro. Like, come on.
What about
Wonderful, she's gonna get blood all over herself.
Everyone else, you're just allowed to walk. She's obviously picking on her brother.
I
gonna
could
get
quite
that
literally
javelin.
light her on fire right now. I could do that.
You are well aware
I'm not
she's a
going
much
to.
stronger caster than you.
If she actually manages to not muck it up.
If you want to try, you can, but
Nah, I don't want to actually hurt her.
You didn't realize how low the odds that she actually messes up are, right?
oh, I
yeah,
increased,
it's like one in
I
a-
increased
Yeah,
it.
if you have to like it,
I increased it for her because I figured that'd be far more entertaining.
Alright. So, I'm just gonna put the blade away and I look over at the girls. Coming?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because Calamity has your javelin back.
why do I not have a noble room created? I feel so stupid. Okay, well, hold on one quick second. My stupid ass didn't create a room for this.
Ice, you have the javelin back?
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it back to him.
Alright, so he takes the javelin and puts an arm around you, giving you a small hug before continuing to walk. Thanks, Calamity.
Mm-hmm.
You know you want. You know you wanted to.
Like, God dang it, Cinder, I love you.
You know you wanted to, Jolt.
Get a room, you two.
Why don't you?
You already did. Oh.
Exactly.
Obviously you did earlier. Why don't you again? Not like you need us around anymore.
Oh wow. Apparently people are pissed off. You're all sleeping
Somebody
with
sounds a
whoever.
little jealous.
Oh fuck.
Someone sounds like an ass. Come on, Cinder, let's go.
Only because I got so much of it.
So
I'm not gonna keep this going
at
much
this
longer.
point, your
Still-
rogue-like sister punches you in the kidney.
Thank you, she
And
calls.
he's just like worth it as he goes down.
Worth it.
And as I'm walking by, I just accidentally, since I'm lawful, kick him in the stomach and keep walking.
I'm gonna roll myself a D8 of damage for all that.
Go ahead.
Actually, more like a D6.
And he throws up because he got kicked.
So basically, you,
Alright, so he got to kick him accidentally because he's lawful good, right?
yes, only on accident.
Alright, since I'm now currently neutral good, I'm just gonna go ahead and straight out do it.
Lawful neutral.
I'm
Just,
gonna grapple him. If he goes to do that, I'm gonna freaking grapple him.
no, you're not.
But yeah, I even politely said sorry, Aggro.
You just see like world's slowest middle finger rising.
Okay, your retainers stay outside this time, but your sisters will follow you into this office space that you all see here. It is much smaller.
I feel like such a horrible person after the last 10 minutes.
It's fucking great. So all of a sudden, all you see is in this office-like area, you see a halfling here. Right here. She's obviously a halfling. Very chubric, very cute. And she's walking around like, and you guys would have been taken straight to the governor's manor, and you would have been sent to the what they call seer of the land, and she's just like, oh, hi, how can I help you? She's looking around, and you see this half-elf, this other really small half-elf, kind of just walking around too. You realize right away that this half-elf has to be like, she can't be no more than like 10 or so, but she's obviously studying magic.
And I smile kindly and say, "Good evening. You are the one. You are the powerful divinationist that I've heard of, correct?
And she kind of like, oh, you're looking for my seer-like help. She quotation marks that. Yeah, I guess I can help you. What you need?
We're seeking who's been causing this recent
Disturbance. We sensed a disturbance and sought your help.
Just so freaking love that.
I don't like your orc. Okay. No. Okay, so she kind of just like, okay. Well, so you're looking into these murders, huh? Finally, someone is. And she kind of looks over at her little assistant here, who is officially named.
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't asked.
Who she calls it out. Imra. My bad.
I was about to say, don't stop with her references. But the menu just changed and it's a lot better now.
How the hell is this a reference?
Hold on, and I shall link you for reference.
Don't. Okay, and so Mistress Cynthia comes on after asking Emra to leave. Just a young childlike half-elf. And so she comes on up, and it's just like, she's obviously a much smaller person than all of you, as you can see on the map. She kind of like looks at all of you like, well, how can I help you? You're just looking into who might have been responsible for this. Is that the case?
That is right. We only have a couple of leads, and I was hoping maybe your abilities could help confirm or deny them.
So she ponders, she pouts her lips, and she ponders really quick. What the hell is this shit?
That is what the first thing that came to mind, is because I used to watch a lot of TMNT.
This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, whatever.
The 1987 one.
Okay, whatever. If anything is like that, it's all purely coincidental. Okay, so.
Yeah, I know. It's just like.
So she kind of like.
Oh my gosh. Here you again.
I can see. Maybe. She ponders for a little bit. She ponders long. Like, I hear there's this. Maybe if you bring me a possession of one of the children's who were kidnapped, I could probably find you some answers.
I scratched my chin. I suppose we could, but it's going to be rather dangerous. After all, I'm sure that the survivors won't want to part with their children's possessions.
Maybe you should send me to talk to them. I have a few tricks up my sleeve that can calm them down.
Same thing with Mosi, actually. She's just like, go bring me one of the things, and I will see if I can't use some of my divine magic. And she's like, besides fact, some of these places have been abandoned with no one to run them, and many of the adults being killed off. You shouldn't have that big of a problem. She says kind of somber, like, and she's obviously not very happy about it. As you can see, there are many scrolls everywhere. Just scrolls, research papers, everything.
And he kind of frowns a bit at the somber sound and holds out a hand to her, saying, "Don't worry. As a paladin of Halo, I give my solemn vow I will figure out who is doing this and put an end to it."
She smiles, a bit of gleam of hope in her eyes, and two of her her whole hand wraps around like two of your fingers as she shakes it. It's kind of funny.
Aww.
And I shake her hand the best I can, without hurting her, and say, "With that then, we'll return with one of the possessions immediately."
Anyone else got anything they want to throw in? She's like, if there's anything else I can do.
Perhaps make this one a mute, she says, glaring at Agra before walking out. Other than that, thank you for your time.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at this, like...
But how would the world live without my silver tongue?
I see why
I'm sure we'd get by just fine.
Oh, and she kind of like, I see why. Okay.
Actually, I could open the hand and say, actually, there is something I have a question about.
Oh.
This new church that opened up. What is it all about?
Knowledge
The
and
church of Knowledge.
knowledge and secrets, she says. She kind of scowls at this, though they won't admit it. I believe they have a cult in their midst. It's a cult, in all honesty.
But they won't admit it because as long as they don't, they're under religious protection within the city.
She nods her head. Yes. That might be a good spot to be. I know many natives feel that they are responsible, but I have a strong feeling that maybe more real than they believe.
Do you think perhaps they're indirectly calling whatever's doing this to them?
Mayhaps. If nothing else, maybe on your return trip you can stop by there and investigate.
Right. At the very least. I nod my head and bow with respect. I thank you for all of your help.
Okay, so
Well, I suppose any date is better than none.
okay, she's just like, go please. As you see something, some kind of like small fairy-like creature comes up to her and starts whispering in her ear, and she nods and accepts and talks to the fairy for a little bit. This is what we call familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you guys are going to leave, no questions asked, nothing?
I will ask her if she has any more information than the police do about the assassin.
She's like, she smiles at that as you go to leave. As all of you are walking out, she's like, oh, I do.
Oh?
Can Cinder ask her what she knows with the persuasion?
She's like, I even know where he's at. No one's been brave enough to ask me, knowing that he's an assassin.
Well, Cinder wants to know.
Yes, could you tell us where he is? I'd like to speak with him.
So she smiles and it's just like, of course. She hands you a scroll. Here's the address.
Thank you.
Upon
Also-
which Aggro turns to camera and goes, "That was easy."
And I'm going to ask again.
Where's your easy button?
I know, I have one of those.
I have one of those buttons. Instead, it says no constantly.
But
No.
but anyway, I'm gonna ask her. Do you believe that he has any involvement in this? By the way,
Which one?
the assassin.
She's like, if nothing else, he's an agent for them. So he's an agent.
I see. So you believe he's definitely involved.
What was that roll? I'm not quite looking right now.
I was a roll. I was a link.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. Well, so you guys are gonna end up leaving, and she'll bid you adieu. And you see Imra's on her couch there, just kind of, or is on the chair outside of her office, just kicking her little feet, just kind of dangling. She's being all cutesy.
Nice smile.
Cinder walks by and just like waves at her. Tosses her a piece.
She says
As
this
I
the
walk.
cutest voice you can imagine that I can't pull off. Just
Bye. Bye there, guys.
perfect. Just oh.
I don't know, she gives her one owlbear feather. There we go.
Yay!
And
Nice, you do
as
it
I'm
way
walking
better
by,
than me,
I'll
but, yeah.
smile.
Okay, and she waves.
As I'm walking by, I'll smile and I'll hold my hand out to the girls, and then ruffle her head.
Could you do a giggle for me, Ice? Perfect.
Bye, mister.
Perfect. I love it. This is kind of what she looks like. Kinda. A little lighter on the she doesn't have. Or no, she has a veil. Her hair is a little shorter than that, so you guys end up leaving, and cuteness. And as she goes skipping back into the room.
But didn't it say the kids are being taken were seen with another child?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, Cinder's just going to take a mental note of that, but doesn't think anything too much of it.
Okay.
By the way, I smile and I'm gonna wave back at him saying goodbye. And I hate to do this, but all ties you didn't hear, I trigger divine sense.
You fucking bitch!
Yeah! Gojo!
Oh! As soon as the door shuts, you can tell that the magic is something magical is about to block it. But the door doesn't quite shut, as you can tell there's evil on the girl.
My eyes suddenly widen.
Then Cinder just looks at him and nods.
And so all of a sudden, you hear inside just Ray. All of a sudden, all you hear is well, actually, Ray and Calamity, you both hear this, and so does not just you two. Like, did you cast your magic? Oh shit!
Oh, alright. Cinder can peek your head in for a second, and she's like, oh, I forgot to ask you guys something.
Okay. And so she looks, as you can see the girl is practicing magic, or goes to do something, and she closes her hands, and is just like, oh, showing her a move, and all of a sudden there's like, yes?
She just peeks in and is like, oh, I understand you. I also understand you're one of the head of the city, of course. Do you know when the traveling ferry is going to be coming through?
Oh, here in 2 months.
Here in 2 months? No. She pouts. But does she notice anything else with perception on them? Or
nope.
No?
You don't notice anything else. They both look super She looks super innocent. The other one looks really, really, like older. She's obviously a half. They're both. One's a half elf. One's a halfling. But just the little girl
and she's
is
just
really
gonna
cute.
to leave him with a word warning, like, be watchful of any other small ones. There's been a report of a small one, like a small child being with other children. Before they just
Okay, so they.
Oh, I feel like a retard now. I can't believe I didn't realize that.
What?
Reports of a small child kidnapping these children.
Yep.
And who is the person we just visited?
a small child that stinks of bad.
A small half.
Yeah.
A small half elf child and a halfling.
Yep, and I know otherwise. They are not innocent at all.
Well, we don't unless you tell us.
Right.
Yeah.
Only Lander knows this right now.
And I had looked, and is the door closed right now? Like, are we away from them?
She just peeked in for a moment, and yes, you guys are walking away.
All right, and as we're walking away, I just say, "She's the girl."
What girl?
The
Cinder
one who's
nods,
been
like,
leading the kids away.
And
So,
Cinder nods like
What exactly is
got her
going on now? What exactly is going on now?
Apparently.
He's revealing to us that the seer girl we just visited is evil.
And I look
Now
over and
evil.
say, "She reeked of sulfur."
Can I still cast Detect Good Evil?
As you're walking away, no. As soon as you go to cast it, you don't sense any evil.
They have wards up against it. My vision was cut off right after I detected it.
Anyone? Going once, going twice?
Anyone gonna respond to what Leonard's saying?
Okay, I will. Since I'm a half-orc, that means I'm pretty rash, and I say, then what are we doing here? Let's go get her.
Wait. If we go and attack her now, she'll play victim. We'll be the bad guys.
Then what are we supposed to do? Leave her be?
No, definitely not. We have to find evidence on her. Her study is at that place, is it not?
No, it is
Upon
not.
which aggro is going to stop the entire party. and turned to his sister Felicia.
Yes.
As much as I hate to admit it, for once your talents can come in.
Are you? And so she pinches your cheek. Are you saying my baby brother needs my help?
And
Make me wish I didn't have to. You really do. I really wish there was an alternative. I cannot stress that point enough.
Okay. What do
For
you
all
mean?
intents and purposes, yes.
And Lander chuckles and holds out a hand saying, "My laws are my tenets." Which by technicality means I have no problem with what you're about to do.
Oh, what do you need me to do?
I need you to get proof on this girl. That little girl back there, she's the one killing the people.
Or discover where her next target is so we can intercept
So
her.
basically, so what do you want me to do? There's two of them. Damn it! There's that little half-elf girl, and then there's that halfling.
Did I
Have
sense
to
evil on
sleep
both of them?
eventually.
No, all you sensed was when the door was evil, that there was some kind of evil coming out of the room.
Whatever's evil is in that room.
And Cinder did catch her casting magic, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do it for the little girl.
They
Okay, she'll-
did. They
Okay.
do have to sleep eventually.
So you hope.
No, they are evil, which means they get the power to never have to sleep.
Exactly.
I just say, let's go to one of the abandoned buildings, recover an item of a child, and use that as an excuse to get in close again.
Now, if this is just a theory, I'm gonna roll Arcana. You tell me. Hold on, I'm just gonna roll Skype this so no metagaming happens.
Or you could just /GM roll and do that.
No, I want to tell you what I want to roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Right now, the only person who I can guarantee will listen to me is my own Chantry. Because without any more solid proof, a paladin's senses aren't going to convince any city guard, are they?
What do you want to roll?
Rob.
You just said you wanted to roll. There's nothing I
Yes,
can,
I'm telling you what for.
if nothing else, I can just open up your character and I can roll it for you, dude.
There you go. I just wanted to know, could I roll to know that?
Which thingy are you talking about?
Rolling Arcana to see if I know if that's possible.
Are you asking if something like that exists?
No, bringing them the item from the kids. Ones they're supposed to retrieve,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
right?
Oh, here,
Don't fuck
I'll
this
roll
up.
it. I'll roll it for you.
Can I give myself divine guidance first?
Go ahead. I'll
My
roll,
intelligence, of
yeah,
course.
I'll roll it for you, dude. Just so no one else
Yeah,
has
just-
to see it.
No, that's not even going to give me a bonus anyway.
What kind of a bonus are you getting here? Just one? Okay.
I would have gotten, no, don't even worry. That would have been to the stat, not the bonus.
Excellent.
Which wouldn't give me a extra
Oh
mod.
shit! No. You know for a fact that's not what they're using this for. They're actually using it for what they're saying they're using it for, and that
Oh,
is
okay.
to maybe track where one of the kids might be if they're surviving or something like that.
Alright. My suspicions are siege.
Yeah. So no, that I rolled really good for you. So
Nat 20?
close.
Fair enough.
So they are actually using the items to track someone?
Yeah, they're doing what they said they'd do.
Should I just tell them what my thought was?
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, what I thought was that perhaps they were going to use the items to somehow gain control of the children's souls. Dead ones.
I mean,
But
so
apparently that's not going to be the case.
Melinda's like, yeah, no, that doesn't seem to be the case. She's like, that sounds, if anything, that sounds like necromancy. I've never seen a necromancer or even heard of anyone daring to practice it. It's so dangerous and unruly. Its powers come from the abyss, and anyone who uses powers from the abyss generally is destroyed.
Yeah, for storybooks tell of fools that have done this before.
Sure enough.
You remember reading them with me, sister?
Yeah,
This has happened before.
She acknowledges, like, I highly doubt anyone will be stupid enough, but it is a good possibility, but I don't think that's what they need the item for. So you guys are going to go to one of these burnt down or destroyed places and find an item, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Is that-
I look over at Midnight, what's your name?
Who? Melinda,
Melinda.
Melinda.
Melinda. Okay, I look over at Melinda and say, "You seem wise beyond your years. Tell me, do you know anything of what could possibly be going on based off the information we have?"
No. She says,
I'm just gonna lean over and whisper in her ear, thinking he has no clue what Agent Elf is. He's just completely incapable of telling.
she And so at this time, Felicia is completely gone, and she's doing her thing. And so she's just like, if anything, if they're kidnapping things like this and under the means of magic, she's like, I don't know.
Perhaps the youth spell.
She raises her eyebrow at this. I've never heard of such a thing. That indeed make them very powerful casters if that were the thing. I'll tell you straight up, wizards are really rare in this age. If you took 100 casters and lined them up, only one of them would be a wizard, and even then, no one's ever heard of a wizard above like 10th level.
Yeah, and I look over at her and I say, well, when you think about it, a child constantly leads other children away, killing off the adults. Would they be using these children for a sacrifice, perhaps to take their youth?
She kind of thinks like, well, she was a halfling, and the other was a half elf, so why would they need to do such a thing?
Perhaps they got their... He thinks for a moment. Perhaps they're much older than we think, even by elf standards.
She kind of gulps at this notion. Cinder, you got an idea? Calamity?
They could be working for someone.
Ooh. Potential for that
I
too.
mean, they did give us the assassin's home location without, like, anything, so it's automatically going to be tracked or something, so...
Possibly, are they maybe framing him? Or it?
Or maybe the children are being gathered.
So it all did seem a bit too easy.
I have another opportunity to take a good look around when we get there.
Okay, so so you guys are gonna go check out the bodies first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you straight up. The next scenes or two are gonna be pretty graphic. So you guys end up getting to these houses, and yes, you can see that this one house here, the one house is completely abandoned. You see that there's no one here, and that there's two obviously shallow graves where the bodies were roughly buried, kind of buried. As you go in, if you guys could make a investigation roll for me, that would be awesome.
Sure thing.
Sure, but I want to do something outside first.
Huh.
I want to bless both of the graves, so their souls might find rest.
Give yourself inspiration for that, as you call down prayers over the dead ones. Oh, Jolt, give yourself inspiration earlier for what you did too. That was fucking brilliant. As you kind of as you bless the graves to. May the gods be with them. Okay, and so, yeah, between all of you, you guys can find a few things. You do find a child's doll here. This is apparently where one of the human girls were taken. Cinder, you find it first. And Cinder, as you walk into the room where you see the doll, you see that in the corner, you can see the skeletal remains that are partly ash now, in a huge red circle surrounding the body in the corner, as their hand is still almost frozen in time, reaching out to where the doll was.
I'm like, oh, I needed 19 to... about this?
No. It's just you just saw it first. It's just the first thing you found. And in due time, the rest of you will see this body reaching. The skeletal remains that's part ash, part bone, are reaching out where that doll was, kind of like in a look of horror. You can see even on the skeletal smile.
I frown a bit and look over at Melinda again and say, that confirms it's some kind of ritual.
God damn it, Jolt.
And you see that somebody needs to mute themselves on their Skype, right?
Right, you lose inspiration, Jolt. No. So, Dan, this is kind of disturbing, as you can see this place. As you guys continue looking around, you can see black marks, and Melinda's kind of gasping. And actually, all of you, Aggro, Lander, you guys, and Calamity, you can all tell that this is corrupt and evil magic. This magic.
I go over to put a hand on her shoulder.
This magic is
supportively.
so dark.
Hold
and
on.
cold.
I think I can consecrate / expunge evil from an area.
Basically, you can see the residue of what was shadow magic or black magic cast here.
Well, I did talk about necromancers, and now things are showing up. Just saying.
And actually, Calamity, this is almost making me sick to your stomach.
Can I try and bless this area, sort of fight off the corruption?
Sure, go ahead.
And Cinder's
Technically,
gonna
that would
pick up the doll.
I'm sorry, what was that, Ray?
Cinder's gonna pick up the doll.
Okay. Ice. Okay, she's not here.
So, yeah, area blessed.
Okay, so yeah, you bless the area a little bit. Lander? You can tell that that's not magic. That's not a magic circle. That's just the body's residue from being expelled off its flesh, off the bones.
I'm gonna create...
Imagine
This is
a
probably
blood
extremely
spatter.
exhausting, so I'm just gonna try and cut a very direct path to the body and out of the room as well.
A near perfect circle. It wasn't a perfect circle, it's just, it was whatever hit in the center of the body and it... Hold on, give me a second here.
Aggro's sort of just gonna be panting with effort from that. From the spell.
You don't know, Joel. It's just whatever hit this spot, it was pretty fucking vicious. If you want to make an... Yes, everything around you looks like it was necrotic in nature. One thing that bothers you is as you guys go into probably the kitchen area, is that you can see there was a obvious, the whole room was scorched and set afire. And the few bodies that were in the kitchen are turned to ash.
I'm gonna once again proceed from body to body and start blessing again.
Okay, cool enough. So, she's like,
Their souls find rest
Okay,
in
Melinda-
God's loving embrace.
Melinda will be able to identify most of this. Like, most of these magics seem to be necrotic. So, looks like someone wasn't blown up from the inside. Someone was just had their body completely expelled from their skin. And as for the room that was burnt to a crisp, someone was throwing some powerful magics. She says, I think it was a fireball.
And Cinder is remembering all of this. I'm like, I will put this into a song.
Okay, give yourself inspiration for
And
that.
what a song that'll be.
Yeah, the song. Okay, give yourself inspiration for that, Ray. So, so you guys got the item. Is there anything else you wish to do here?
Well, I can't see anything my character can do at all.
Sorry, bro. I know.
Yeah, I've noticed that my character doesn't really have investigation powers.
Yeah, sorry. I know you had built yourself for more wilderness thing, and I'll tell you, I'll come back later on, but right now we're dealing with a murder mystery. I didn't expect him to do his detect evil bullshit. Man, that was fucking brilliant, and I feel like I need to give him more for that. So, okay. What are you guys going to do? You going to head back?
Unless anyone has anything else they'd like to check in the house.
Or you guys want to head somewhere else, maybe investigate where this assassin is, or maybe the hidden occult of this one group.
We could split the party.
Yeah, but
I'm being serious.
It's an idea. We could split the party.
Alright, so if we're gonna split the
parties grouped up.
Yeah. If we're gonna split the parties, though, to make it evenish, we gotta split the paladin and the me into different groups.
And fucking aggro. I mean, so we could put.
I feel cleric and paladin should both hit different areas since they can both detect good and evil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't we have? We could have it where Cinder can go.
Let's have the two lovebirds go over to one place, and I'll take the half orc and our bard.
Oh, but what about Melinda, your sister here?
Well, she can go without. That way, the party's split, free.
Okay. Okay, so we're not splitting into groups of 3, so you split evenly. So Lander and Calamity will go with Melinda. Cinder, Aggro, and Micty will go to we'll go to another place. So who's going where? Unless you guys are fucking opposed.
It seems reasonable to me.
Okay, Lander wants to go talk to the assassin. Cinder, are you here?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool.
So I'll check out Colt instead.
Calamity, are you here? Ice? Sam? Is she even in the call?
Sorry, Cinder's just not really, like, there's nothing that she can really do here.
Trust me,
So
you'll
just-
be good. So we're gonna do you first, and when Ice gets back, we'll do her. So, okay, you 3 are gonna head off to this direction. So, Micty, Cinder, and Aggro, you all find your. I'm well aware. We have time. Unless you guys want to call this session right now. Do y'all want to call this session? Or
Let's just finish up this last bit.
is everyone good with this? Are we good
Unless
for-
everybody has places to be and people
Yeah, we
to
got
see.
16 minutes. So,
Okay, so do you guys want to call this just like we'll split the party and we'll continue next week?
Yeah.
alright, I guess.
Next time
Yeah,
on
it's just-
Dragon Ball Z. Okay.
That's copyrighted.
Shit.
No.
Okay, well,
So,
we'll
why don't we
continue-
settle down, sort of like compare facts, what we've done, and make a plan for the next day?
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you guys are gonna go to the tavern and talk, and then we'll split up the party. So, good game. I'll see everyone next
We
week.
lost Ray.
Yeah, okay, I can tell.
So, loot from the owlbear.
You already fucking grabbed it.
Oh, so it was just the claws and the feathers and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Clothes and fibbers.
Okay.